Hey, I'm Mrs. Hernandez. I teach English here at Viewmont High School. The classes that I teach are the Weber State University CE concurrent enrollment English 1010 and 2015 for seniors. And then I teach honors 10th grade English and regular 10th grade English. So I can catch you your first year or your last year here at Viewmont. If you're looking to get an idea more of how I do things and my style as a teacher, you can visit two digital platforms that I use. I have a YouTube channel, nothing super fancy, so don't get too excited. But you can go to YouTube and search Mrs. Hernandez's video classroom, or you can go to my podcast on Spotify, just search Mrs. Hernandez's teacher podcast. But links for both of those are available on my Canvas homepage under the faculty and staff page of the school website. But I just thought I'd make a quick little video here to give you 5 quick tips on how to succeed and excel in my class, but really any class, but specifically my class. Tip number 1 is to communicate. My skill set is awesome, but it doesn't include mind reading. So if you need something, if you're concerned about something, if you're frustrated about something, if you have a question, please don't hesitate to communicate. I know sometimes students feel weird about, approaching a teacher, they feel intimidated. Please don't feel intimidated. Please just come and talk to me, communicate, let me know if you have something going on. I don't need you to tell me your personal details or anything like that. But if I know something's going on, I can help you. I can make accommodations where I can. But communication is key. I won't know unless you tell me. So communicate. Number 2, in terms of tips for success in my class, is to stay on track. I know students really have a lot going on. I know your life is busy, and I know that sometimes you just don't get around to it or you don't prioritize assignments for class. But I can tell you that if you figure out how to prioritize your life and manage your time in such a way where you don't get behind, it'll make your life just so much easier. Stay on Canvas, know what you have due, be proactive about what you have in terms of your responsibilities, so you never get to a point where you're anxious about being overwhelmed and behind. You can always stay ahead of that. If you're ever having questions or concerns, come in for SRC. Utilize that incredible resource that Viewmont offers to you. There's time set aside every single day for you to come and get help, get one-on-one instruction from me. Please utilize that. Be in class on time. I know that's a no-brainer, but when students get to high school, for some reason, they start to think that attendance is optional or being on time is optional. It's not. You got to be there, and you got to be there on time. And it's not a control thing. It's that when you're missing class, you're missing vital information, and that equals frustration. So it's really true that the more absences you have, I find that the more frustrated a student is. So if you're here, you're getting the information you need, and you're not feeling behind and missing out. If you are absent, and you do need to be absent for a good reason, make up your absent work before you come back to class. There's Canvas, everything's on there. You can stay up to date even before you return, so you won't miss a beat. Having a growth mindset. Having a growth mindset. I know you've probably heard about this before, and you probably don't want to hear about it again, but it's important. That's why everyone talks about it. No one can be perfect on their first try, even their second or third try. And my class is built around growing skills. So nobody expects perfection minute 1. I do expect effort, but not perfection. So having that growth mindset, taking advantage of my redo offers, being open to my feedback so you can get better, interpreting that feedback as a gift and a help to you, not as an insult. That's really, really helpful. And then using the resources that are provided to you, from Grammarly to the rubrics that I give you, to the lesson videos, to SRC, utilizing all of your resources, especially if you're feeling frustrated or overwhelmed. Instead of sinking into being overwhelmed and just deciding to give up, rather think about having a growth mindset. Look at what you can do to improve your situation, to improve your understanding. And I think things will go a lot better for you in that mindset. And finally, that's probably first and foremost, is grit. The concept of grit, meaning that you have perseverance and passion for what you're doing over time. Do I expect you to love English class? Maybe you do, but chances are English is not your favorite. Chances are maybe you've struggled in English class in the past. Put all that behind you and know that you don't have to love the class or love the subject in order to be successful, because your goal is not necessarily to be a perfect writer or a perfect reader. Maybe your goal is to graduate high school or get a scholarship or be prepared for college, right? So that's your goal. I can help you get that. So figuring out how to persevere through challenges, be willing to work hard and to try again and to redo and to be open to growth, and changing that mindset. Sometimes students interpret challenge and interpret difficulty as some sort of oppression or trauma. Rather, think about challenge as an opportunity for growth, and challenge as something that you can overcome, not something that's going to cause you to be defeated in your goals. So grit, 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 be willing to work hard and push through and do hard things. Keep in mind that I really wouldn't be doing this job if it wasn't about the students. I really like being able to help students through their learning here at Viewmont. It's my favorite thing about the job is helping students improve and seeing their success. So I really will do everything I can to support you. I really am here for you. Please do not hesitate to ask. It's going to be a fun year. You're going to like this class. Let's go.